There's a part of leadership nobody prepares you for. It's lonely because you cannot discuss some of your anguishes with your team. You cannot discuss with your boss. You don't want to burden your partner at home. You're trapped within yourself. Who do I go to have this discussion?
I felt ambushed. I wasn't prepared for this kind of a meeting. It started with a lot of, no, we don't agree, this doesn't make sense, and really shutting me down, not letting me speak. I was alone. I had no backup. I realized that I was getting a little warm in my face, and even now when I go back to that room, I feel a little vulnerable and emotional. I felt I couldn't say how I was feeling because it might be a sign of weakness, right?
I'm someone that by nature, I am hypervigilant. When I'm interacting, I'm always scanning everything. I always thought that these are not necessarily good traits. It came from hearing bad advice.
The participants come to us with a history of failures, of successes, and aspirations that they have. So we call it a chamber because it's an online classroom full of people going through the same things.
The chamber was a safe space, number one. And that's when Rafael asked, have you ever been in a position where you have managed a group like this? And I kind of raised my hand and I said, yes, I have. And I went and told them everything about that hostile environment, how alone I felt, how vulnerable I felt.
When that happens, you can see the entire cohort nodding, and that reinforces what we are trying to say from day one, that you're not alone, and a lot of people are probably going through the same hurdles themselves.
It just felt very natural because it was a conversation and I felt safe. I felt heard.
Professor Rafael brought this up during the very first lesson. He did express how important it is for leaders to be very, very perceptive. And he actually pointed out those very things that I thought I had to block out. And so hearing that, I thought, wow, this is actually a good thing. When you're fighting a natural tendency that you have, it's exhausting. It felt almost like an exhale. Shoulders dropped. It wasn't even a role that I was considering. At every step, I thought, I'm definitely not ready, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. And I don't think that I would have had the confidence to pursue it if I hadn't taken that program and didn't feel as confident as a leader.
As a single mom, I realized I couldn't do everything myself. It takes a village. The chamber is where I learned to build a similar village at work.
People can achieve amazing things if you give them the right conditions. Purpose is not something that you can find in many places in the world, and I'm fortunate enough to find my purpose in doing this.
Stepping into the chamber, you're going to need to be vulnerable, you're going to have to face yourself, but that is going to be done in the safest environment that you can imagine.
And it's okay to think, I need help. It's all right. A program like this doesn't just support you, it brings out the best in you.
The good things, the progression in your life happens not because you wanted them to happen. They happen because you took action. You did something about it. So this is your first step.